Hey guys, Mustache King here with something different for a change. I decided to do a playthrough of Pokemon Emerald because I have that ability as well. That's what I like to do to my channel. I like to bring so much variety, and this game, particular Pokemon Emerald version, happened to be one of my childhood. Okay, let me think of how I need to word this correctly. You are basically staring my childhood in the face right here. Not necessarily just Pokemon Emerald in per se, but Pokemon in general. That was my all-time hobby as a kid growing up in New York. No, I'm just kidding. I never grew up in New York. I actually grew up in the south of the United States. Many say I have the accent of a redneck. I do not really see that considering I'm around them every day, but you know, it's whatever. I mean, I could see why it would influence my accent, you know, because I have grown up in this part of the world. But yeah. So here we are doing some, yeah. But I chose to go with Mudkip for my Pokemon, and honestly, people will probably say I went with Mudkip because, you know, oh, Mudkips, M-U-D-K-I-P-Z, or I heard you like Mudkips. But no, I'm actually a I'm actually a legit fan of water types and fire. Well, I mean, I didn't want to go with a fire type just because the fire type's so cliche. I didn't really want to make the game hard on myself, so I didn't go with the grass type Trico. So I decided to go with the water type Mudkip. Plus, he's a fan favorite. Mudkip is. I personally like his his second evolution. Excuse me, if I want to be technically correct. Mudkip only has 2 evolutions. But most people would just say his third form. But yeah, I like his second evolved form, Swampert. And plus, he learns Muddy Water, which is probably one of my all-time favorite attacks. I say that, but then later on in the game series, I'm probably going to find something I like 10 times better more, or that I remember being one of my favorites. Whatever, anyway. So I'm here with Professor Birch. Okay, I'm not quite sure why the video is kind of stopped right here, but I'm here with Professor Birch. And he is extremely boring, I must say. This is probably one of the more boring parts of the game, just because you have to go through Little Root Town and do all this talking and whatnot, and you have to go talk to your mom, and then you have to go talk to the neighbors, and then you have to go up north and talk to May, and then you got to battle May, and then you got to get your Pokemon, and then you got to nickname your Pokemon, and then you got to go talk to the fossil guy, and then you got to get the potion, and then you got to go to the mart, then you got to go to Oldale, then you got to go back to Little Root, then you got to go back up north, you got to go fight May again, then you got to go right where it's... Oh god, I can go on and on and on. But yeah, so this is definitely one of the more annoying parts of the game. But yeah, the video is kind of laggy. I'm noticing that now that I'm watching it. I'm gonna try and fix it the best I can, but you guys are just gonna have to bear with me because I'm working with what I got here, and Fraps won't record Visual Boy Advance. My specs on my computer are pretty low, so that's probably why it's just so laggy. Actually, I think the reason it's so laggy right here is because I tried to do this thing where you can speed the game up, and what happens is it sped my frame rates up. So actually what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to cut out all this part right here just so the video isn't so, you know, whatever. Alright, there we go. In the near future, I will remember not to press the space bar as I'm playing the game, so... Fortunately, I caught that. I'm sorry for you guys that had to actually watch through that and be annoyed by that, but I fixed it. So, yeah. The video is actually a little longer now, and I cut out all the unnecessary parts of the video. So, yeah, I just got my Mudkip to level 7. I talked to that guy in town, which if you didn't know this, guys, you can actually talk to that guy in town, and he will give you a potion. So here we're going to go fight May, and in Emerald, you know, they changed the look of her sprite, and they also changed the way that the regular sprite, or your main sprite, looks too. So yeah, here we go, we're about to fight May, and she's got a sweet Trico. Now, you know, okay, if you pick the water type, your rival gets the grass type. Pick the fire type, your rival gets the water type. If you pick the grass type, your rival against the fire type, because you know it's supposed to make the game more challenging for you. Trico is a tough character. He got a critical hit on me right off the bat, and I thought that was actually gonna, you know, determine the fight right there. But I was able to pull the victory off, and I ended up winning. So yeah, you know, I pretty much just dominated. Got to level 8, so that was a sweet level up. Yeah, May can be a tough character to actually fight against in the game. So, but that's later on down the road. She's usually quite easy in the beginning of the game. Fortunately for me, she wasn't that tough. So, you know, I guess I was lucky per se. But yeah, so I mean, now I've got to go back down to Little Roots, and I've got to talk to Professor Birch again, and all this great annoying stuff. This game can be quite annoying in the beginning, and it's just, yeah. I mean, that's really like, there's nothing you can do. You have to play through it. You really don't have a choice. I mean, it's either that or you just put the game down and don't play it anymore. So here I am talking to Birch again, and he's yeah. Oh, now that I think about it, guys, I think the reason the audio is so off in the video is because when I did speed up the video. So next time I record, I'm actually not going to do any speed runs or try to press the space bar to speed the game up. I'll actually just, I guess, do straight up live commentary is what I plan to do with the rest of the series, is just straight on live commentary. But yeah, so I just got some Pokeballs, and now I'm off to actually begin my journey, and I got the sweet Pokédex. So I'm going to end it here, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in for more Emerald, and I'm going to end it right here. So thanks for watching. The rest are going to be live commentary too, though, so yeah.